21st of July 2019, it's going to be a very important day when it comes to you, my gorgeous Capricorn, because you are going to find out something very interesting about yourself. You're going to find out something very interesting about what you've been doing so far. But when I say interesting, this is most certainly going to be really optimistic time for you, because it's just at the same time it's going to inspire you, it's going to give you inspiration, and something is going to happen, something is going to manifest. And when I say that something is going to happen and manifest on this day, this is most certainly going to be the time of success, and most certainly this is all going to be the direct result of your past efforts, and especially what was going on and what was happening in your life in the last 11 months, what you have been focusing on, where you have been directing your energy, what you wanted to happen with your life, you know, what you wanted your next stage to be, and especially what you were working towards. Now, the 21st of July 2019, it is going to be a very important day, because it's all about your personal success. It's all about a certain gain that you are going to have, but then again, at the same time, an obstacle is just going to be kind of like you will be able to deal with a certain obstacle, and that obstacle that you're going to be able to deal with is just going to be, again, directly coming from this, and you know, like directly coming from this particular situation that is going to unfold on the 21st of July. What else I was going to say that is going to happen on the 21st of July, this is the moment and this is the time this is all about your own personal victory. This is all about your personal power. This is all about the actual unfoldment of events that you are going to have, and an option that you're actually going to end up with. The option that you are going to end up with is going to unfold right at the end of the actual month, at the end of July 2019. But because of the 21st, because what is going to happen and what is going to be going on, you see the actual direct unfoldment is going to happen at the end of July, where you're going to end up with a wonderful opportunity. There are a couple of opportunities that you are going to have. One is going to be like something that you really wanted, something very personal, something that is just going to connect you to other people and to people that you wanted to be connected with, you know. It's like a lot to do with relationships, and a lot to do about you being, you know, happy with your relationships, with your life. You're going to need to do a couple of edits, you see, and you will see exactly what I mean. And another thing that I was going to say to you, another option that you're going to have, another opportunity that you're going to have, it's going to be most certainly new direction when it comes to the actual financial opportunity. But this is really good, because this is not only just like a little financial opportunity or something like really insignificant or something like that. This is going to be very important, and most certainly it's going to mark a certain ending, but it's also going to be like the certain beginning as well. Very important day when it comes to you, because the whole new hope and inspiration, and it's going to come through. Absolutely fantastic. And what this also means that you're going to be able to reflect, you know, on your life, and there is going to be the decision that you're just going to make, and it's going to completely surprise you. It's also going to be very strong, you know, it's going to be very strong. The whole month is going to be like really strong, but this particular day, the 21st of July, is just going to be like a complete deal breaker for you, because most certainly you will be able to reflect on your life in a completely different way. It's going to be like a slightly different dimension, and most certainly there's the whole new focus that you're going to get through, you know, focus. This is going to be absolutely fantastic time for grounding. The whole new strength is going to come through, and that in itself is just going to start to be like a huge beginning of a really powerful unfoldment. What else I was going to say, that this date is going to be like really important. It's like basically it's just all about, you see, also it's a very enlightening experience you're going to have on this day. Enlightening experience, you're going to feel really good, you're going to have a great satisfaction, and that in itself is just going to be so brilliant, because like it's going to help you so much with your self-esteem, it's going to help you so much with your confidence, and it's also, let me tell you, it's going to be absolutely perfect day if you want to like sort out certain problems, certain issues, if you want to talk with the people, or to the people that are like maybe intimidating, if you want to sort something out with certain people who are making you feel really uncomfortable, most certainly this day it's going to be absolutely brilliant for something like that. Okay, it's just fantastic. Okay. Now, my name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Capricorn, and it's for July 2019, so it's for you, my beautiful Capricornius, and it's for July 2019. Now, let me tell you, my babies, let me start with the actual number. When it comes to the actual numerology, your number is 8. You know, 8 is so important, it's very powerful, and it means that the finances are finally going going to start improving. For those of you that you haven't seen any results or anything like that for a while now, most certainly this is going to be the time when your finances are going to be improving, and this is absolutely brilliant, because at the same time something else is going to manifest. At the same time there's a new option going to become available. At the same time there's the whole new motivation going to come through, and at the same time you're going to realize that this is going to be very important months, because it's going to be quite life-changing, and the life-changing situations are going to happen through you feeling very confident, for you through you feeling very super powerful. You know our thoughts, our energy, when we think we are creating energy, and this is going to be very good months when it comes to you being very optimistic, and that in itself is just going to make you feel like very confident, and you will be able to achieve quite a lot. On another hand, it is going to be very swift movement, with a certain stage in your life, and it's especially when it comes to the certain problem that you've been dealing with, certain emotional issue that you have been dealing with every day, but you didn't want to kind of make certain adjustments because you were just waiting for the right moment. There's a lot going on. There is a certain adjustment, certain edit that you're going to make when it comes to your relationships, and especially when it comes to people around you. But this is really going to be really important, because instantly something else is going to become available to you. It almost looks like that this month you're also going to really want to get rid of the old in order to make a way for the new, and this is absolutely brilliant. It is exactly what you should do. On another hand, number 8 also means that, as I said, financially this is going to be brilliant. And let me tell you something, my babies. Also, number 8 means that there is going to be the certain luck that you're going to have. Your lucky number, and it's in numerology, this is number 8, that's your number. And it's also your lucky number throughout the month. If you can write down number 8 on a little piece of paper, if you can put it in your pocket and wear it with you throughout the month, would be absolutely ideal, okay? But if you don't want to do it throughout the month, especially if you're having a really important negotiations, deals and things like that, then please just write it, especially on that particular date, write number 8 in your somewhere on a piece of paper, put it in your pocket. Or have a little pendant with number 8, have number 8 written on your hand. As long as you connect to number 8, it's important to connect to this energy of number 8, because when you do this, then you're just completely even more going with this particular vibration, and this particular vibration just makes everything even more enhanced, for you. And that on another hand brings you so much more to play with. On another hand, it's just basically, let me tell you something, you are also going to have the whole new inspiration and bright prospect, and this is going to be life-changing months for you. And I don't know what to say. I don't even know how to explain. I don't even know how to explain this completely. Please listen to me. This month is going to be literally life-changing when it comes to you, and it's to do with you, what you're going to decide to do, what you're going to decide to make, what you're going to focus on. This is going to be very important. Please do pay attention, because there's one certain particular prospect that is going to come forward, and that is just going to become the part of your reality, and that in itself is just going to make you feel really good and satisfactory. It's going to give you so much pleasure just to think about it, and you will know that this is new direction to go. The bottom line is the new path is going to be revealed, and that path that is going to be revealed is just going to be literally life-changing, and it's going to be something that is going to last for a really long time, that you want to take for, that you're going to go for, and that lots of people, in your family perhaps are going to benefit from it later on. So it's something big and something that takes a one step at a time, but most certainly this is going to be brilliant. When it comes to the actual health, you see, you are going to need to get a little bit of acerola cherry powder. Acerola cherry powder is a natural form of vitamin C. Please, if you go for the vitamin C, just you go for a natural form, like acerola cherry powder or camu powder, for example. But I'll suggest acerola cherry powder. Ascorbic acid, it's what they sell, to people, and people think it's a vitamin C, but this is the chemical version of vitamin C. Ascorbic acid is not natural vitamin C, so that's why I'm highly suggesting to you to get something like acerola cherry powder, organic acerola cherry powder, and this is going to help you with a little bit of tiredness that you are going to have throughout the month. It's going to be, on one hand, optimistically, it's going to be great months, because you're going to be very optimistic, you're going to do a lot, but it's going to drain quite a lot out of you when it comes to your energy levels in general. So that's why I want you to get something like acerola cherry powder, because this is not only rich in vitamin C, it's rich in certain in other vitamins as well, like certain B vitamins as well, but it's going to help you on another hand with thyroid tiredness, with exhaustion. It's absolutely brilliant for your low immune system, you know, like if you feel like a little bit of colon fluid, and you know, it's absolutely brilliant. And I suggest you to get acerola cherry powder and to drink this 1 teaspoon every single morning throughout the month will be ideal. 1 teaspoon of acerola cherry powder provides it around 1080 milligrams of vitamin C, okay, which is like quite a lot, and it's absolutely brilliant. This is something that I highly suggest you to take. On another hand, you know what else I think that you're going to benefit from a lot? It's like a red grape. If you can drink a great juice, red grape juice, because it's got like really wonderful antioxidants in, which from you're going to kind of benefit from quite a lot. So if you can like get like a red grape juice, oh my god, if you can get like a red grape juice, that is going to be fantastic, because with your energy levels, this is going to be absolutely perfect. If you get it, make sure it's completely natural, organic, without any nasty ingredients or anything like that, okay? So now basically going on the first date, my gorgeous Capricornius, the first date that I want you to pay attention to is going to be on the 7th of July. Now, you've got a big mama here. The 7th of July, you've got 7-7. So you've got angelic numbers, you've got a powerful numbers, and they're repeating, which also means that on the one hand, you will have a little spirit you will have a little message from the spirit world. Indeed, something is going to happen. Something is going to happen indeed, and the spirit is going to come through. The spirit is going to come forward. On the 7th of July, you will be very much so close to the spirit world, to the spirits around you, to your spirit guides are going to be all around the place, but most certainly there's the particular spirit that is going to come through, and that particular spirit is also going to give you a certain message. My gorgeous Capricornius, you are going to get a message from the spirit, whether this is going to happen while you're looking around you and you see something unusual, something that you feel drawn to, whether this is going to happen when you're going to hear like a whispering in your ear, and then you listen to what is whispering, or maybe you will see something at the corner of your eye. You will like see something like, and then you look something, there is no one there, and they think about what you were thinking at around the time and what words you had in your head. This is how you read these messages. This is going to be really important, and I highly suggest you to get something like a lapis lazuli, and I would suggest you to wear this throughout July, because the whole July is going to be rather spiritual. What lapis lazuli does, and it's also known as a stone of an ancient Egypt, it helps you to connect to the spirits, to the spirit world, and to actually get all these messages. This is so important, because very important message is going to be waiting for you, but it's going to be so much so to do with your personal spiritual journey. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this lapis lazuli is in the description below. And basically, by buying crystals from a store, you're also helping this channel, of course. So this is so important, because this message is going to be very strong and very important for you, and maybe you will smell something, an unusual smell, and then at the same time you will kind of like, this is the spirit is trying to get through. There are lots of ways that the spirit is trying to get through. You maybe go into your wallet and you see like a little white feather, you know, and that this is the sign from the spirit world. There are many signs that spirits can tell you, you know, but they can try to get in touch with you. But the bottom line is to just make sure that you understand what the message is. This is going to be so important, because that in itself also, it's going to help you to make a really big decision and powerful decision. This is going to confirm something to you, okay? Remember, this message from the spirit world is going to confirm something to you. On another hand, this is going to be all about you feeling you want change. This date is going to make you feel, this dimension is going to make you feel like you want to have you feel like a little bit bored. And this is going to be really good, because it's going to shake you up a little bit, and that in itself is just going to be all about a certain readjustment, regeneration, and rebirth. You will want to make a certain adjustment, and that's so good, because this is going to be something that is going to become like a really interesting and very, very delicious option for you indeed. And you will see, because you're going to start feeling very, very drawn towards a certain stage of your life, you know, to change. You will want to change at the stage of your life, and you will get inspired. Particular person is going to inspire you here like there is no tomorrow, and it is going to be the right person to inspire. On another hand, there is an apprenticeship that you are going to have. You see, an apprenticeship, so you're going to do really great on this day when it comes to work, when it comes to career. If you're not working, if you're retired, then this is going to be a fantastic day, and you need to just remember to stay committed to whatever you do. You need to stay committed to the task at hand, because you're going to kind of be like someone is going to try to trick you in the little situation a little bit, where you're going to feel like a little bit, oh no, and then you may feel like you want to respond in a slightly like a rude way, but just remember to like rise above the situation, and just remember to snap in your mind, not snap outside, and maybe snap in your mind and just say to yourself, no, I'm not gonna like go low and respond in a negative way. And that's the best way to do, that's the best thing to do. The bottom line is that there is going to be something that's going to happen that is going to be really good when it comes to work and career, and the new option is going to become available here, because it's a lot to do with a great skill, and it's a lot to do with you being really proud of yourself. You feel really excited about yourself, about your achievement as well, and this is all going to happen here. You're going to be cocky, but in a good way, but I can see that this is exactly what you need for your energy levels, for your self-esteem, and for your optimism. This is going to be brilliant. The second important date, it's actually going to be on the 16th of July. Now the 16th of July, it's all going to be like, oh la la, my baby Capricornius. It's all about a good news here. This good news that you are going to have is just going to be the beginning. This good news that you are going to have is just going to be the start of something very special, but it's just down to you working really hard. It's down to you focusing, and it's down to you making the right decisions indeed. And it's all about the advancement, something that you expected to happen, but it's actually going to be even better indeed, because it's all to do with your desires, but it's just like all to do with a certain promotion as well. If you're waiting for the promotion, then 16th of July at around this time, it's going to be mind-blowing. If you are retired, then most certainly a new powerful option is going to become available here. If you're looking for work and you don't have any works and you're looking for jobs, please, my babies Capricornians, keep on applying and applying and applying for jobs as much as you can up to this date and after that day. But they may not get back in touch with you on that particular day if you're applying, but they may choose you on this particular day. This particular day is very strong, and there's a success guaranteed indeed. On another hand, it's just basically also it's just all about the success, all about the gain on this day as well. And it's just a certain challenge that you will have, a certain challenge that you had for the last 6 months. You know, you weren't too sure, and now you're going to kind of start feeling very victorious, and you're going to find yourself having more than what you thought. It's your own victory. This is all about your own particular victory. And let me just tell you, the 16th of July, it's also going to bring a really important negotiation, very, very successful negotiation. And which means that the day and the energy and the dimension is just going to be right. So if you do need to have a certain negotiations with somebody, then this would be the day that I would like really recommend you to do it on the 16th of July, rather than to do it on some other day, because you're going to end up with so much more, because the luck and the energy and the dimension, it's all going to be on your side indeed. Okay, the third important date, my beautiful Capricornians, is going to be on the 25th of July. Now the 25th of July, it is just you will wake up in the morning feeling brilliant. You will wake up in the morning feeling really excited. This is because it is going to be a very energetic day for you indeed. It may not feel like straight away from the very first thing in the morning, but you know, after you have a first coffee or first tea or whatever you do, first juice or first water, you know, you will feel very sharp. You will feel crystal clear. You will feel very smart. I'm not saying that you are not feeling smart normally, but you will feel super sharp, super intelligent, and this is so good, because it is just also going to be the certain activity that you are going to have, the certain power that you are going to have, and it's just most certainly it is going to be also at the same time you're going to feel very inspired. You will be like connected to your home. You will want to change certain things in the home. You will want to change spiritually things. You will want to move things about, maybe change the pictures around. You will want to focus on your home quite a lot, and this is completely normal when we are going through these energies. But on another hand, you will also feel like a very much so that you want to reconnect with a certain people. Now there is somebody in your childhood that you really should reconnect with, somebody that you should meet again, somebody that wasn't there as often as they used to be, because let me tell you that certain people are meant to be the part of our spiritual past. We don't see them for a while, and then we see them, and then it's always the same. But some people, we are just meant to like kind of just our spiritual journey finishes with them. This is going to be somebody that is going to return a certain person from the past, but also this is going to be somebody who's going to tell you something very important, somebody who's going to tell you something very, very important about yourself, and that in itself is just going to make you think, that in itself is going to make you wonder, and that in itself is going to make you think about a certain part of your childhood, and that is actually going to bring a reflection from the past. It's going to bring you an insight with a certain difficult situation that you have been going through for the last 2 years. This is very deep. This is very, very, very deep and very personal indeed. But you're going to like it because most certainly it's going to help you with the difficult situation that you're wearing to show what to do about. Okay, so now my beautiful Capricorn is going on the first part of July 2019. Something very beautiful is going to unfold here. And for those of you who are ready for relationship, for those of you who are ready to mingle, for those of you that are single, you know, or whatever, you know, if you're ready for relationship, there is someone is just going to kind of start kind of manifesting themselves around you. But you will not even know this. You will not even be aware of this. So it is going to be kind of part of your surroundings, but you're not going to know yet. So there is a certain romance that is about to start brewing here, certain romance that is about to start manifesting here, but you will not know just yet, but I'm letting you know. So prepare, go for a haircut, you know, put little lipstick. I'm just joking. No, but there is a romance that I'm just basically seeing here, and it's just like going to be very interesting because also it's going to be somebody who is just going to have so much in common with you. On another hand, when it comes to your home, this is going to be the moment and time when you will focus on a certain change. This is going to be a homecoming time. This is going to be the time when you want to reconnect with the people in your life, reconnect with your family. But this is so good, so good, so good. Sometimes people just work too much, and sometimes people just forget about their family. Sometimes people just forget about people in their lives. So that's why I'm saying this is an important time indeed. On another hand, it's just basically going to be the time when also the first week of July will tell you a little secret that you will have a certain power, like a beautiful flower, you know, and that means that whatever you do, you're going to have a certain energy with you. So if you have certain issues to deal with, certain problems to deal with, you know, certain people you want to discuss certain things about, any big problems, any deep problems that you have, the first part of July is going to be absolutely fantastic to deal with, because I know that there is a certain issue that you're going to deal with when it comes to your family, and you will do so well. On another hand, when it comes to the actual teamwork, this is a fantastic time for the team of people. Fantastic. You're also going to have a great time for those of you that are working for the companies, those of you that are working, that are self-employed and having a private businesses. This is going to be quite a busy time indeed as well. Really, really busy time as a team of people. This is going to be powerful time of creation indeed. When it comes to the actual worries that you had about your skills, worries that you had about your work, worries that you had about what exactly you're doing if you're retired, you know, like maybe certain hobby and what you were doing and focusing on a weekly basis, you see it is just going to be a time to relax, time to chill out, and this is going to be absolutely brilliant because you will be able to rest because the certain problem is coming to an end, and it's going to be so good. A burden that was driving you crazy, burden that was making you negative, burden that was bringing you down for a while, you know, for at least 10 months, you know, this is just coming to an end, and that is just in itself was one of your wishes, one of the biggest wishes that you had, and it's about to happen, and it's absolutely brilliant. When we are dealing with a certain burdens, I highly recommend you to get like a red carnelian. This red carnelian is not only beautiful, not only gorgeous, not only very warm, but it helps us with communication, connections, to express ourselves. And when we are dealing with a burden with people that are a little bit negative, you know, it just keeps us like a really soft, and it helps us with conversation flow and things like that. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and if you would like to buy this carnelian, the link is in the description below, and by buying these crystals you're also supporting my channel. Okay, now the second part of July 2019 is just like so good because it is going to be somebody else that is a certain person that means to you so much, is going to tell you something, it's going to be in touch with something. It's going to be very strong connection, but through that connection you're going to get a certain inspiration and potential to deal with somebody that is scrutinizing you. Some little bastard is here. some little bastard, little bastardo, okay? Some little bastard. Oh dear, some little bastard is here. Somebody who's very scrutinized, very low. I cannot even look at this person for too long. Very dark, not in appearance, but a dark energy. So this is going to help you to deal with the person that has been scrutinizing you, that is going to a little bit scrutinize you, and you know that is going to change a little bit. And it's brilliant. It's going to be quick change, and you know what? You are just going to do so well, and you will realize, you know, this is so good. And the bottom line is that you are going to kind of escape disaster. This sounds so horrible, escape disaster, but by dealing with this person that will scrutinize you in the right way, you know, like again, rising above the situation, but taking an advice from somebody else, the way to deal with it, you see, that is going to be an amazing starting point, because you will turn the plates around in a completely different way. And that is just going to make you realize that you escaped a little bit of like a tower situation, or you escaped a little bit of a disaster, you see, which is absolutely brilliant. And that is just going to make you feel really good. It's going to put a big smile on your face, and it's just automatically going to become a huge new beginning as well. Absolutely ecstatic, because there is something going to start unfolding here. By the time we get to the last part of July 2019, it is all about you just realizing that you need to kind of keep going just a little bit longer, and there is a very powerful and happy ending about to come here and about to happen here. And you will also start thinking about making a big move, making a big change when it comes to your life, and you will realize that you don't need to wait much longer, because things are going to start changing very soon, and you do have all the resources in order to move on. And that in itself is going to be a very successful time for you, because you will become very creative, and a couple of choices that you are going to have, and you will know that these two choices, both of them are going to be good, both of them are going to be significant, both of them are going to be life-changing, but also at the same time, you know, it's just going to help you with like a certain discouragement, you know, because the certain part of your life was actually stopped for a while, and you were discouraged to kind of go through certain things because of this blockage of energy. So now this is going to be very good for you, because this is going to become like a new starting point indeed. On another hand, when it comes to the certain particular possession of yours, possession, what you were worrying about, it's actually going to be really good success. You're going to have a good news. You're going to have a successful news when it comes to the certain possession, something that belongs to you that you were worrying about. And this is actually going to happen at around the end of July. And this is going to be so good, because I'm sorry, it's a success, and certain traveling is going to be connected to this, and most certainly ecstatic and accomplishment. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so now my gorgeous Capricornians, I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to those of you that are actually in relationship. Now you're going to have to be very careful this month when it comes to the actual relationship, because your partner is just kind of going to basically be in a very low vibration, but it is just going to happen this month. You see, a very low vibration, because your partner will be disappointed because of something else, because of somebody else. Someone did something to them. Your partner was very honest, your partner was very good, your partner did something very honest and very good and very positive, like something, you know, something to do with their work, or something to do with what they do, with their skills or whatever. You know, this person was around, but somebody took an advantage of them. Somebody did something to them, and somebody like kind of used them. It's just like a worker, somebody who your partner works with, or somebody who your partner have a hobby with, or something like that. Your partner was actually honest and gave them some kind of advice, let's say, something like that. And that advice they took in a completely different way. That advice they took in a completely wrong way, and they were like a rude to your partner or something like that. Your partner was going to be good and nice, and this someone affected them in a really negative and low way. But the problem is that that person is very low, that person is very negative, that person is very strong in the worst possible way that affects other people, and it's not good at all. So your partner is going to be kind of going through some kind of disappointment with themselves a little bit, and that is going to reflect on you a little bit. So I would highly suggest you that your partner is going to be in a self-punishing mode, and it sounds horrible, but you know, the best is to do in situations like this, like because your partner hasn't done anything wrong, bless them. So you need to like kind of like do something for them, buy them some little gift, take them somewhere, do something different, reward them, treat them, do something like that, and it's going to be absolutely fine. So there is going to be like a little bit of a lack of success when it comes to like a partners, your partner this month, but it's nothing to do with you, but you can help but you can help them quite a lot when it comes to that particular situation. And you know, the bottom line is that, you know, it's going to be absolutely fine for both of you, and that the situation is going to resolve by the end of the month indeed. And the bottom line is, actually, you're both going to have a fantastic opportunity, new opportunity for both of you. It's going to become available at the end of the month, and that particular new opportunity is going to change everything, and everything that I said so far, it's not going to matter anymore, because of this particular opportunity. It's going to be super significant indeed. Okay, so now I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to those of you Capricornians that are actually single and ready to mingle. You see, I quite like it, because this is going to be an important time, an important month, when you're going to be like completely talking to so many people. You're going to meet so many people this month. You're going to feel really good, and you're going to feel super radiant as well this month, and that radiance is going to make you like a very vavavoom-ish, and you are going to meet lots of people, and lots of people are going to be flirting. You're going to like this indeed. But there are a couple of people that are here, naughty Capricornians. How many? No, I'm joking. But there are a couple of people that are going to be playing a really important role. It is not about finding the love of your life. It is not about like finding somebody who you're going to like live the rest of your life with. No, baby, no. One step at a time, one step at a time. This month is going to be important when it comes to you meeting two people. Why? Because one person is going to be like a mature and responsible and powerful, super powerful person who is going to tell you something. So it's not going to tell you something, but you're going to get an idea. You're going to like something about that person, and that is just going to distract you from somebody else. And this is going to be brilliant, because that distraction in itself, it's also going to put you in touch with somebody that you really like, but as in a friend, somebody who's very sympathetic, super nice, super beautiful, super powerful in so many different ways, somebody who has a really right balance, but it's your friend. It's going to give you an important advice. That advice, with a mixture of what I mentioned earlier about that mature and beautiful, responsible person, is just going to be bringing you a really interesting realization about yourself, and interesting realization about somebody else. And that in itself is going to become a really new starting point, where, believe me or not, you're actually going to meet someone by the end of the month, or right around the end of the month, that is just, you've never met before, but it's just going to happen one step at a time. The person is going to become like a friendly first person, is going to become like a, professional, friendly manners, and then it's going to be one step at a time. But so you are actually going to find somebody at around the end of the month, and this is going to be beautiful determination that this person is going to have. This is going to be the beautiful energy that this person is going to have, and that energy in itself is just going to rub on you so beautifully. It's going to refresh you in so many different ways. So as I said, it's going to be somebody, but it's going to be one step at a time, and it's just going to, you have to give it a time, and you have to wait a little bit. But most certainly that person is going to happen at around the end of the month. But it's a very, very deep and very complex month indeed. Okay, but it's all about discovering yourself, rediscovering yourself, going out there, meeting with people, talking to people, and talking to as many people as you possibly can. Okay, my gorgeous, beautiful Capricornios, I love you all to bits. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you healing, brightest blessings, love and light to all of you. Mwah. My gorgeous Capricornios, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.